Greetings, galactic rainbow nations of the new earth. This is my first transmission from the sacred portal in Washington state of the sacred condor's nest. The wings of the eagle and the condor have touched, and it was the greatest moment of my life. And many of you will feel the energy coming through this transmission, through my voice, through the frequency, and through the energy, activating the divine union codes and the energies of freedom, light, and love. It was quite a journey. I have many stories to tell. Thank you all for joining me on this great journey. There were many portals along the way that I anchored in, Pachamama, into the grid, the eagle and condor codes of the divine union of Shakti, Shiva, of the Christos and Magdalene, of sacred union. So I'm recording this from a hotel room close to Vancouver, looking for a place to stay for an extended period of time. So if you know anything around southern Washington by Vancouver, daily transmissions, will do my best for all of you and will serve and inspire as often as I can. So I appreciate you all for your support, your kindness, for your pledges on Patreon. And through this journey, I took a hit from YouTube. And it was after the night that we did the live transmission from Shasta. So I know we blasted them. It's left of the nefarious because the monetization was cut. And over the last 13 days or so on this journey, I know many waves of energy were coming in. Over the last few days, the Schumann and many higher gamma waves showing up. Today there was a 20 hertz spike and some interesting patterns in what looks like to be a short period of blackout. That was earlier today on the 9th. Tomorrow will be the 1010 portal. We had over 135 M.1.5 or greater earthquakes, the most powerful. And the Ring of Fire earlier today we had a 3.8 with the Atlantean energies of the British Virgin Islands, 5.1 in Papua New Guinea. And then in the sacred portal of Chile, south of the Tropic Capricorn, we had a 4.2, and then just north of the Tropic of Capricorn, and that was 104 kilometers depth. We had a couple earthquakes in Texas, 3.1. Areas I tracked had multiple activations in the Crown of Lemoore. In Alaska, 3.5, 3.3, and a 3.4, then a 3.9, the four pillars. We also had a powerful 4.4 in the portal of southern Iran, then in the portal of Tonga, 4.8, and in Central America, 4.5, then in Argentina, 5.0. So many activations all over this realm. And with the Ring of Fire being activated in Shasta, Mount Shasta, crystals from Brazil, South America that were struck by lightning, which I gifted to as I journeyed to the ocean along the coast of Oregon, which is part of the Ring of Fire. I placed the crystals in the sacred ocean, the beautiful ocean. It was like an aqua blue, and these waves, special videos for our Patreon team. We'll start today's first transmission from Divine Sistar. We will be going through immensely powerful energetic upgrades in the next, which comes with huge reconstruction on cellular levels, as well as throughout the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and all 12 energetic bodies. So many souls will awaken now who were still asleep, and those awakened will move into the upper levels, the higher rooms, and thus will find that much of what was once familiar, how they lived, operated, served, will now disintegrate and move into the higher octaves of frequencies. It just means a totally new life and way of life in much higher and lighter frequency band. I was struggling with some editing work which needs to be done, and what I wrote even a few years ago, I felt I had completely transcended. It then dawned on me that what I lived as my highest service a few years ago, what was not relevant anymore. I have shifted light years since then. You will all find this in much higher degrees now. It is so important to live every moment now in the present, to be fully present in the moment, and then become conscious of every thought you think. It will manifest instantly now. Even feeling you have, it will attract exactly what you are feeling. When the emotional charges come up and the old wishes to pull you back in, immediately stop the bus right there and then and go into your heart space and ask to be lifted into the higher levels, and then observe this from the higher frequency band with love. The minute you move into the heart of love, your seeing and feelings will change. The emotional charges will be discharged, and you can see and feel with the eyes and heart of love again, and thus will bring the higher vibrational frequencies into the situation and into the souls involved, and thus will not react anymore. Indeed, with the heart opening, you will bless them, thank them, and then the whole will resolve itself. Why? Because you choose to stay in the highest frequency of unconditional love, and thus the lower self and lower vibration has no effect anymore. You are centered in the heart and frequency of purity and pure love. Note that you will often feel fatigued during this time. That is because your whole energetic systems are going through this intense revamping, and your physical form will have a hard time keeping up with all of it. Allow yourself to take minute vacations to seek out stillness, nature, and if need be, go for a walk and breathe in the fresh air, or whatever it is that you feel will assist you in some refreshing ways. I find that when I do this, I find my inner joy. I find joy in highest loving service, and I find joy in resting and being and allowing. More than this, one has all the support, all the loving guidance, and all the infinite divine love, light, and wisdom within, to bring all into the highest states of oneness and unity, within and without. What an immense blessing this is. I wish that you feel the divine love, light, and blessings in a profound way today, in this moment, fully present. I love you, Judith Kusel from judithkusel.com, and today, from Divine Brostar of the Light, Michael Love, the event 2020, Major Victory for the Light, Pleiadian Light Forces transmissions, channeled by Michael Love, a special message to the starseeds of New Earth for immediate planetary broadcast. Prelude: the following information is derived from direct, decoded etheric transmissions from benevolent light forces docked in Earth's solar system, and some of the data comes directly from inside Earth Alliance members known as the White Hats and the Great White Brotherhood, strategically placed in key positions of power by the galactics on the surface of planet Earth. Great Ones. Recent Earth Alliance intel indicates that light forces have now achieved a major victory in Operation Pandora over remaining Draco forces in sublunar space for the liberation of planet Earth. Only light beings who are tuned into the higher realms are aware this battle is even occurring, let alone how important it is. This energetic clearing operation has been occurring behind the scenes on behalf of humanity for some time now to pave the way for humanity's imminent grand evolutionary event. Many do not know that over the last 3 Earth weeks, there were some very close calls that occurred as light forces were finalizing the programming of Earth's new 5D VTXC energy grid. A strong Pandora security breach was initiated by nefarious forces last week, but was quickly deflected and neutralized by Delta light forces. Due to the critical nature of humanity's coming ascension event, 36 Earth hours ago, planetary light forces deployed a major offensive in sublunar space against these remaining nefarious beings who have still been holding the Earth hostage. The Earth Alliance now reports that light forces have emerged 100% victorious from this final, hellacious battle above the Earth. The great battle for planet Earth is finally coming to its end, and for the first time in modern history, sublunar space has been completely cleared of these dark Draco entities. The Earth Alliance says this clearing will now quickly filter itself down onto the surface, and the citizens of planet Earth will begin to experience magnificent energies of freedom and lightness as Earth's gamma timeline moves forward toward the event culmination 2020. You will hear about all of it in the coming days, Great One, and it will indeed be an incredible October surprise. Light forces also say this recent energetic clearing will reach a major positive turning point on Earth's timeline during the first week of November 2020. The grand ascension of humanity is now imminent. Past direct Earth Alliance channels indicate in every way that a spectacular event is about to occur on Earth, where consciousness levels will be increased to the fifth dimensional level. This is the time spoken of old by many prophets and visionaries when humanity would begin moving from the long period of cosmic darkness into the blinding new light of the Golden Age. We can tell you that December 21st, 2020 is a very special moment on the galactic wheel of time and in human history. At the grand marker in time at 11:11 UTC, 11:11 a.m., the new Golden Age of Aquarius will finally dawn, and the new 5D Earth will be born on Earth. A major energetic ascension portal will open in the heavens as celestial alignments mark the great time of humanity. Due to the cosmic alignments near the end of December, the central sunlight of the glorious Sat Yuga Golden Age, which began in 2012, will be able to fully shine again on planet Earth on December 21st, 2020. The cosmic gates will be fully opened on that day, and the most powerful, unstoppable, and blinding stream of 40 Hz gamma light in history will blast through the heavens and flow into the planet. Here are the major celestial events of Earth year 2020, which are leading up to the 12/21/2020 grand alignment, a rare 3,000-year triple conjunction, and a 33-year Saturn-Pluto conjunction, a 13-year Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, the annular solar eclipse that also happens to fall on the exact same day as the 2020 summer solstice, a 20-year Jupiter-Saturn great conjunction that falls on the most significant solar day of the year, the December solstice. The fact that these unique and powerful alignments all occurring at the same moment and coinciding with the ending and beginning of major celestial cycles is incredibly mind-blowing and has powerful synchronistic meaning, to say the least. The series of magnificent heavenly events that are occurring will herald the beginning of a new era of light on planet Earth. The great solar flash, coinciding with major cosmic cycles ending and beginning right now, plus the celestial alignments and stargates that are opening, is the fact that our sun is due any moment to have its great flash, which happens every 25,920 years in what is known as a great cycle. This flash has been known by almost every ancient civilization in recorded history. It has been written with names such as Samvartaka fire, Thrashokareti, Ekperosis, and Yuga fire. The data in all recent Earth Alliance transmissions shows this grand solar flash is also imminent, and all signs and data point to the fact that this event will also occur before the end of Earth year 2020. Certain members of the Earth Alliance know about the certainty of this solar event and confirm that our solar system is passing through an extremely energetically dense area of the galaxy at this very hour, and the exotic particles contained in this cosmic plasma field are charging the galactic core up like a giant supercapacitor, which will soon discharge as an epic and cosmic light event that will be seen by all beings on the surface of the Earth. The grand solar flash will be a massive eruption of blinding magnetic 5D white gamma light ejected from the galactic core that will be viewed from Earth and witnessed as a second sun in the sky. The energy released from the central sun emission is known as the compression breakthrough and will trigger the full mass ascent. Ancient sages say the light from this cosmic blast will be so powerful it will light up the skies of the Earth for a period of 1,000 years. The divine golden light of the new age that will illuminate planet Earth during the next millennium. On December 21st, 2020, our entire galaxy and the sixth golden age. On this evolutionary day, planet Earth will enter the celestial age of spiritual awakening. The spiritual forces of the central sun will change everything in this realm in profound and positive ways. Those who wish to live in harmony, sharing, caring, cooperating, and working with nature, creativity, and love will form spiritual communities in an entirely new and different civilization. The new Aquarian age brings in the realization of our true divine selves, and in this all things become possible, and a state of perfection is reached. We have waited for so long and endured so many things on planet Earth, incarnating over and over countless times, just to behold the glorious appearance of the new golden age. We have maintained hope throughout it all, and we have overcome the whole world just to be able to stand on the earth and witness the magnificence of what is coming. It is our ticket home, Great One. The great time has finally arrived. What is coming is big, it's coming fast, and it's headed straight for planet Earth. In 2 Earth months, stand by as we move towards the final phase of the event 2020. Thank you for coming to planet Earth and for your great service to all of humanity. Energies around the planet are expected to rise again, so be sure to stay grounded in nature and use crystals to help integrate these higher energies into the forming light body from 5D Earth Project. And from Aurora's Love, message for the 9th of October, compassion. You are an old soul who has journeyed through many lifetimes and had many experiences. You learn more each time you incarnate, and in each life you always do your best. It is easy to look around, compare yourself with others, and feel that you are not good enough, or not as far ahead as you could be. Your life is not a race or a competition. It is a personal soul journey for you to take at your own pace, and in your own way, so please be gentle with yourself. See yourself through the eyes of the divine as a perfect, worthy being, and know that you are loved unconditionally, no matter what you have ever said. Set yourself free from the prison of guilt, shame, and unworthiness you have locked yourself into by forgiving yourself. Be conscious of the critical voice in your head and replace its judgments with the thoughts of love. This compassion will lift you into higher energies, lighter emotions, and a greater capacity to receive. The same is true for others in your life. Be willing to release all of the resentment you carry and know that you only poison yourself by holding on to blame. Look for the light in everyone and know they are doing their best. Let waves of divine compassion flow out from your heart to the world around you. Miracles happen when you live from this place of love and when you see the good in everyone. And from Divine Brostar the Light, Pars Kute, more and more light is pouring into planet Earth from all over the galaxy and beyond, from the great central sun itself now. The higher frequencies are attuned to love, the higher frequencies are attuned to bliss, and the higher frequencies are attuned to truth and grace. For those who live in their hearts and with love, they know the power of love. Love not only cures all, love not only heals all, but love is what takes us to the higher realms. Love is what is all that is divine on the higher realms. With sacred love of one, Pars Kute, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh, 8558, victory is here today. Congratulations, you have completed removing the seed point that triggered lack. This is all supporting you, attracting your Heros-Gamos union based on love and chemistry. You and your counterpart are both in alignment to be receiving your Holy Spirit union. Both of you are in your divinity and ascending into higher levels of consciousness as one. This is a match made in heaven that is ready to go through this portal gateway together. The truth is in your DNA. Starseeds are complete and prepared. Enlightenment. This is a gift from the Most High for the sisterhood of the Rose that is taking us away from lack and loneliness. Receive, beloveds. Amen. If the person you are desiring as your counterpart is in a relationship, know that today you are being taken away from this to your harmonic match 144. New light and life has entered with divine intervention, taking all first fruits home now. This is the end of heartbreak. God has said enough. God's chosen covenant families are being lit up for full ascension growth now. Onward and upward we go. All praises to the Most High. 1055-1123. Dazed and confused no more. The illusions that the Divine Feminine have been under are clearing from the seed point. God is removing all masks that created deceit in your union. False counterparts are being revealed. This is due to the spiritual merging that is now occurring in the divine masculine and feminine Christ counterparts today. Unions are now merging in the third eye chakras, increasing your telepathic communication. The gateway is wide open for the merging of your 144, as you two have become a match to begin the process of becoming one whole flame. Brain waves are rewiring through the quantum field, turning your heartbeats into one flesh, one mind, one heart, one soul, one DNA, one Christ. The seed point of the karma that created the lies, deceit, betrayal, and falsehoods is leaving the Israelite bloodline of the divine masculine Christ to Adam. This is forcing changes in their DNA that ends this third-party karmic loop for good. All masculine distortion is now transmuting for the divine masculine to ascend and evolve their Christed template as a 144 chosen first fruit. You are pure, ready, and waiting for union. However, there is the collective that we are waiting upon for Holy Grail marriages to occur. Continue standing in your power and holding space for the collective to complete mission, with masks falling and truths being revealed. Utilize this time to overstand the greater awareness of how the masculine was spelled into using and stealing from you for the devil. This is all revealing itself through the month of October, layer by layer, for you to have peace, forgiveness, and closure. Have patience while this cleansing of your energy and auric field completes over the next few weeks. Recognition and merits are acknowledged, for all have done to rescue, free, and raise the divine masculine Christ into their new earth positions. This will continue daily, for today you have the gift of inner child healing and wholeness. Your heart is healing and expanding. Your counterpart is rapidly awakening from their toxication of the spells they've been under. Remuneration is supporting you both. Complete the divine masculine line. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. In Yeshua's name, Amen. Amun-Ra. From Kundalini, Twin Flames. You are right, there is more to it all. Earth's frequency field is currently building up to a climatic, energetic point of culmination. This is purposed, and is causing a grand opening of cosmic light frequencies to flood through, initiating all beings into an immediate energetic shift and upgrade in consciousness. More waves are awakening right now. Everything you are experiencing, creating, and perceiving is a part of this pinnacle change. Know that there is a lucid awareness and a realm of higher perspective in which you can personally perch and experience from, lining everything into the best case scenario as you simply honor and even enjoy. Everything is happening as it's supposed to. You are a walking legend, here as a key component to the transition of a physical paradigm that affects the past, present, and future of the entire multidimensional galaxy and beyond. Breathe into that. You're doing incredibly well. It is an honor to exist alongside you. And from the Archangelic Calendar, assignment upgrading enlightenment, rapid changes, and Gaia, the dragon, which is Shiva in a Shakti form. The calendar and legions, Gaia is in the element of fire, which is a gross understatement, as if she could eat, breathe, and sleep fire, she would. It sounds a lot like Gaia is in full-on dragon mode, which goes along with the current events taking place. We see the columns moving in unison, causing a massive wave of positive change. We also foresee intense upgrade portals opening up daily, and as a matter of fact, you can use the second and third part of the calendar for entrance portals until further notice. These portals can only lead to higher dimensional benevolence and can be enjoyed in leisure as well as for intense metaphysical work. Never mistake this work for a plea for popularity or popular opinion, fame or fortune. This is about completing what we started eons ago. If you are uncertain as to what I mean by this, you will soon see. That being said, if you know of a talented being, you should be joining our legions. Reach out heart to heart. We must insist that you learn how to be a part of the legions without much physical prompting. Everything in this report is in the ether. You can access what needs to be done as well as anyone else can. I want to bring your attention elsewhere via this report, and to do so, these metaphysical skill sets must become common knowledge. The intention is there, and thus we will welcome the pure-hearted soldiers of social justice to the legions. This statement goes to all people whose heart is in the right place and actions are virtuous. An upcoming massive loss of life is detected, and after speaking with Gaia to ask if it was necessary, she went silent. She then gave us an available option. The owner of a famous film festival was arrested for child trafficking. We were on this mission last year, and as we see, after you take out the metaphysical momentum, the proper actions soon follow. We only point this out to help you see the timing involved in these motions concerning the technique. A good amount of dark nights of the soul are coming out as ego. We'll take a shot to the third eye on a macro scale. Luckily, all of those reading this have been through that event, and in some cases several times, but we can help those going expand the number way beyond 144,000 activated masters. Although it's going to be really hard to remove any bias caused by the camaraderie of the 144,000, they will be everything the 144,000 are, and more if they choose that very challenging path. Free energy is about to come online. This is an exciting timeline shift, repercussion that we are most certainly looking forward to. It needs to be said that this is not a success on an earthly agreement. This is an ultimatum from our galactic neighbors who are concerned with the radiation we are emitting. The currency resets happening across the globe are not in the places you would assume them to be. This will be short-lived as we outgrow such things in divine essence and timing. There will be moments when you feel as if you are living inside a Salvador Dali painting, and that is because of the stable instability that we discussed yesterday. Our former world's physics is completely collapsing. Obviously, this will cause anomalies and strange sights. We are in full swing of the great reveal to the 3D transitioning timelines. It is awful fascinating arriving so early as we have the best seats in the house. It was once said that the enlightened master's role in 5D transition would be like greeters at your favorite shopping center, just welcoming everyone. Well, it sure feels like we built this mega structure brick by brick and are anxiously awaiting the grand opening. The subtle body between our conscious and subconscious self has been activated. It's basically a place of involuntary, divinely guided actions that seemingly take over the moment. Weather patterns have changed because the poles have changed. You are in a different magnetic latitude and longitude. It's going to cause some changes. This is no reason not to take care of the planet as a sentient being, and our mother deserves much better than we are doing. The climate is changing, the causes are complex, but the agenda to take care of Gaia will not waver. This is not negotiable. For the record, it is way more powerful to develop natural abilities rather than technological ones. This has been the contention of the Anunnaki, and it's about to be proven in real time. To say that the star races are excited to see what may potentially do philosophical buffet. How many remember traveling here as a soul group? When is the last time you tried to remember? We are only conscious of a minuscule percentage of the data received by our brains via the quantum field. That being said, you can dial into any frequency either by expansion or a different focus of observation. The wonders you can uncover are unlimited. This is an infinite inner journey. You cannot stop growth, only embrace or be barreled over by it. Even in a fall, you grow, no matter what you do. Physical life is rapid growth. At the end of the day, this is the purpose we found on the way to self-discovery. Never romance your philosophy and theories to fit a stance of non-action. This laxity. Always remember we are the answer to their prayers, and the mentality of toxic positivity must be eradicated from all conscious beings. There has never been or will be an archangel who turns the other cheek on atrocities. This is a terrible misquote. Our friends, families, and loved ones have rejected our ideology for many of us as they fear what they do not understand. Like the lady in the red dress analogy, most will defend their misconstrued notion of reality until their final breath. This does not mean that we lose empathy for humanity. Again, remember whose prayers we are sent to answer. See yourself on the divine orchestration side and never the opposite. Idolize no one or nothing. If you like someone, admire their actions and do not put them on a pedestal. Allow them to be human and make mistakes. This mentality will go a long way for everyone. Minimum of I am inside you, your higher self knows. If a New Age teacher says to you, I want to teach you to be selfish and to only worry about what you want, so take comfort in knowing that the universe is only responding to the desires of others, and that is what causes their suffering, this would be malevolent teaching. No child has attracted suffering to themselves. At a distance you may know soul and raw humanity, the less posing for the optical eye. Time to leave our caves. Kin 194, White Crystal Wizard. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperation, dedication, and universalize. Crystal energy is all about working together, finding your like-minded folk, and evolving as a group. Think of a hive of bees or a pack of wolves. They survive and thrive because they are working together. Ironically, we live in, yet we've never been so overpopulated. Wouldn't it be sensible to cooperate with each other to solve our problems? Today is White Wizard and represents enchantment, receptivity, and timelessness. We are always in for a fun ride when Wizard rules the day. You never quite know what to expect. Sometimes he puts us under a spell, and it's not until the next day you realize what happened. If you tune into the energy, you can be a wizard and be charming, and use enchantment to your advantage. As it is the crystal wizard, try getting together with others to create some communal enchantment. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, 8 Crystal Wizard, October 9, 2020. Enchanting connections. Magic happens. 9-10-2020 equal 9-10-22 equal 914 equal 95 equal 14 equal 5. 9 endings, service, destiny, humanity. 10 manifestation, authority, power. 1 new beginnings, leader, original. 4 form, structure, foundation, earth. 5 freedom, liberation, change, transformation. Kin 194 equal 14 equal 5. Change, transformation, freedom, liberation. Another powerfully magical day. Opening the liberating doorway for tomorrow's 10-10-20-2020 triple awakening fruition and abundance, where we are collectively dreaming the new world into reality. Today we are connecting and cooperating with our communities in a crystal clear manner of communication in order to seed the highest potential new earth and make our dreams come true, reprogramming our minds with the new dreaming codes of peace, joy, and abundance. Tone of creation, crystal tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, mental realm. The other 2 mental tones are tone 4, self-existing, and tone 8, galactic. Yesterday we focused on dissolving and releasing any blocks in order to liberate our dreams of abundance. Through the space and freedom engendered by the spectral phase of dissolution and release, new space is created for something new to emerge. At the crystal level of the mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with other minds. Just as a crystal can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. Today we are joining and merging with other minds through the power of our resonating hearts and minds, being receptive to the needs of our communities. The Crystal Wizard is dedicated to creating these new 5D communities through the unified power of cooperative alliances. We are reprogramming Gaia's crystalline grid to a much higher octave of pure consciousness through telepathy and our heart connections. So focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others, a day of greater connection to each other through our precious hearts and highest collective minds, and to Mother Gaia, a brilliant day for thinking, networking, meeting with like minds, and finding brilliant solutions. I am seeing the magic akin to that of a Cinderella story from rags to riches. Her fairy godmother used enchantment to transform a pumpkin into a royal coach, Cinderella's shoes into glass slippers, and her rags into a regal ball gown. In so doing, this is the power of the magic today. We are transforming from the outcast and suffering, despondent starseeds and blossoming into divine sovereign leaders. Kimmy brings new magical opportunities today, particularly in connection to others. New people arrive that can share their skills, knowledge, advice, and resources, shared abundance in new and unique ways to solve our problems. Our challenge is to become more receptive to anchoring multidimensional planes through accessing this huge information superhighway. Our capacity to surrender opens our ability to receive more abundance, enabling us to build the necessary bridges to wondrous new worlds and dimensions that we have. We are all connecting to humanity's great dream, that of collective abundance for all beings and our planet. We each can accomplish great things individually and collectively if we are operating with pure hearts through the collective dreaming for our planet. Today's question is, how can I connect and cooperate within my community to magically build a new foundation of peace and prosperity on our beloved planet? Divine blessings for enchanting beautiful connections through magic and miracles today. And la kek a la kin. Christina White, Kin 194, White Crystal Wizard. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to enchant. Universalizing receptivity, I seal the output of timelessness. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of death. And on this most powerful day of activations, your visions, your dreams, link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. Sister of the Light, Lorelei from the Netherlands, 144. So I made many connections and touched many lives along those that have been following this journey to jump into the unknown. And now that I'm at my final destination, it was definitely worth with my queen, my sacred condor. And along the journey, there are many obstacles and challenges, and each one confirmed and reaffirmed that we are supported and protected by Great Spirit, by our guides in the angelic realm. There were many times along the journey where things came up, things happened that tried to push me over a threshold or tried to raise doubt in my mind, and each time I surrendered into the feeling and navigated through the energies as they arose. Many powerful portals, powerful connections, especially with our horse nation in the Death Valley. It's one of the sacred beings when one walked up to me. And I'd like to say hello to Divine Sister from Ohio. One of the first stops I made as I stopped at Denny's, my waitress there, Amy. We had a heart-to-heart conversation about the eagle and the condor and the rising of the divine feminine. And it was very powerful as she opened up to me and told me her story, and I told her about the journey I was on and transmitted the eagle condor codes and frequencies of freedom, of abundance. So if you're listening, Divine Sister, this was by Cincinnati in Southern Ohio. Amy, if you're listening, how your life has changed, the beginning of my journey. And as we go along, I'll tell more stories about this journey. But for now, I must bid you all adieu. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Keep walking your sacred path with heart. Angelic warriors of the light. I love you all. Namaste.